reason your job feels harder than it should often has nothing to do with your technical skills. You can be capable, qualified, and still feel overlooked, misunderstood at work, or even just being stuck at work. And a lot of people respond to this by getting new certificates, learning new tools or skills, thinking that is the problem. But what actually changed my work life has little or nothing to do with technical skills. Hi, I'm Tumininu, but you can call me Tumi. Welcome to my channel. In this space, I share honest conversations about career, marriage, motherhood, and growth in general. If you are intentional about rebuilding or building the life that you want, then welcome to my channel. Join me, let's grow together. So moving on, for a long time, I believed if I just learned more technical skills, my work life would automatically get better. And yes, those skills mattered, but they were not what changed how I felt going to work or how confident I felt showing up at work every day. What actually made the biggest difference were the soft skills I never took seriously. Not because I thought they were unimportant, but because nobody really explained how they show up at work in real life. In this video, I want to share the work skills that genuinely changed how my work life felt every day. Not theory, not those regular buzzwords, but in very ordinary situations that most of us experience at work. So if you have ever felt capable but still overlooked at work, please stay with me. When people talk about soft skills, they list things like communication, teamwork, attitude. All true but vague. People don't say enough is that soft skills are what determine who gets trusted, who gets more responsibility, who people feel working with when things are stressful. Technical skills actually get you into the role, but the soft skills decide how your work unfold once you get there. I started to notice that two people with similar qualifications could have very different experience. One would be relied on, listened to, and supported, while the other would constantly feel like they need to prove themselves. The difference was rarely intelligence or the work they do. It's how they showed up. So the number one soft skill I'll be talking about is how you communicate under pressure. How do you communicate under pressure? This particular one surprised me the most. It's not about being a great speaker. It's about how you communicate when things are not going smoothly. Earlier in my career, I thought professionalism was just staying quiet until I had the perfect answer, or trying to fix things quietly so I don't draw attention to the problem. What I learned instead is that people trust you more when you communicate early and clearly, even though you don't have everything figured out yet. It made a difference. Like saying what I understood so far, being honest when I'm stuck, giving updates before someone had to ask. I'm going to tell you one sentence that helped me a lot. Here is what I've done so far, and here is where I need clarity. That sentence alone changed how people responded to me. It shifted conversations from suspicion to collaboration. I'm going to say it again. Here is what I've done so far, and here is where I need clarity. Skill number 2, being reliable and not just being capable. Yes. Lots of capable people feel stuck because they assume good work will speak for them. I used to think that. In reality, workplaces reward reliability more than brilliance. Reliability looks like doing what you say you will, meeting deadlines consistently, flagging issues early instead of disappearing, letting people know what they expect from you. I noticed that people who were trusted weren't always the smartest in the room, just the ones others didn't have to worry about. Whether you work in the office, sales, healthcare, or any kind of job, or you own your business, reliability makes people feel safe working with you. And safety is what leads to more responsibility, which translates to promotion or, getting a new job easily. Soft skill number 3 I'll be sharing is managing perception without being fake. I struggled with this a lot. This is the part people rarely explain properly. Managing perception is not about pretending to be someone else. It's about how intentional you are showing up. Speaking in meetings, sharing ideas concisely, very simple, instead of having to over-explain. Disagreeing calmly instead of emotional. These small things changed how seriously my contributions were taken. One mindset shift that helped was reminding myself that contributing is not interrupting, it's participating. And the last soft skill I'll be talking about is emotional regulation at work. Work became much lighter when I stopped taking things personally. That doesn't mean not caring. It means creating space before reacting. One thing I usually do is I just count 1 to 10 in my head before responding. Yes. Feedback feels different when you don't immediately tie it to your worth. Conversations go better when you pause before responding. Even difficult situations become manageable when you separate your task from your identity. Learning emotional regulation at work did not make me cold. It just made me more steady. The biggest changes in my work life did not come from learning more technical skills. It came from how I simply started showing up at work, showing up differently. Just to let you know that soft skills aren't soft because they are easy. They are soft skills because they are human. If your work feels harder than it should, it might not be because you lack the technical skills. It might just be because no one really explained this part of soft skills to you. I also want to say this, especially if you are early or just starting out at your new job, or you are even in your mid-career level. Sometimes you're just learning parts of the work no one teaches, about explicitly. Soft skills aren't things you master once. You grow into them as your responsibility grows. And if you're learning them now, you're not behind. In fact, you're preparing for the next job you deserve, for the next promotion, for the next business you want to build, for the improvements that you need, for the kind of work that comes next. That is what you're prepared for. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe. I would also like to know the soft skills you find hard to do right now, or the ones you're practicing already. Please drop a comment. If you're figuring things out quietly, just adulting generally, you're welcome here.